Alright guys, I've done some work. I think it's time.
So if we go through that thing, there's no coming back?
Cloud, we should go.
I don't know what kind of freedom we're buying, but I know it'll cost us. So if we
Marlene,
go
man.
through that thing, there's no coming back.
I genuinely just want to keep telling Barrett, go back to your daughter.
If we wait any longer, I don't know. Cloud, we should go.
Is it our destiny to defy destiny? It's an interesting question.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
Will there be whispers on the other side?
Again, I very much think that when he says destiny, he means the will of the planet. I think that is his actual literal intention.
Whatever happens, we'll be okay, as long as we stick together.
Okay, I really hope that we all get to fight together here.
Ready?
Ready.
Never tried to challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy. Let's go.
Let's make this happen. Barrett, turn back and go back to your daughter. Barrett, turn back and go back to your daughter.
Wouldn't be the first time I spit in Destiny's eye. Whether you can see the scenes or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
Confident. I like it. The singularity. It's so quiet now.
Don't know about you, but looks normal to me.
Oh, Barrett. So naive. The fact that it
Over
looks
there.
normal is the weird thing. Whoa. The tornado of destiny. Time to go.
Okay, that ain't right.
Whoa. Oh. No. Got us stuck in the old Twin Tornadoes move. Classic. You guys know that move where you get a couple of tornadoes and stick them on the other side of your enemies? Whoa. That would be intimidating. Holy crap. Holy crap. How are we supposed to fight this? What is its goal right now? Is it just trying to stop us? Because we're trying to change destiny? Alright. Here we go. Nice. Man, we don't even know where we're going right now. We're just going. We've chosen a direction. Hey!
You're alive!
Happy to see me?
Wouldn't go that far.
So that thing. That's a whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
Yeah, no
We
kidding.
can beat them.
Alright, these guys look a lot more manageable. Fire, lightning, and ice.
Bring it on!
Alright. First things first, assess.
Too bad.
Entity from a future timeline that is manifested in the present day. It fights with a sword to protect the future that gave shape to it. That's so weird to think. Okay. It fights barehanded. And it fights with guns. And then there's the Harbinger. An accretion of whispers, the so-called arbiters of fate. The creatures appear when someone tries to alter destiny's course. They're all connected. They are connected to all the threads of time and space that shape the planet's fate. Okay, so these aren't the will of the planet. They're just kind of the will of destiny itself. Like, as if destiny has its own... will. Alright, here we go. Rubrum, me and you. Sword fight. Alright, Barrett. I don't remember what I equipped you with. Wow, I equipped you with mostly things... Mostly status buff things, huh? Okay. I'm doing lightning, which I'm guessing will be strong against water? Sure. Cloud, on the other hand, out. He's going to do a barrier on himself. And now Tifa is going to Cura Cloud, while Cloud is going to do a regen on himself. I want your fire rock garbage. Ow. Oh, that didn't mean much to me at all. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this now. Those buffs have helped a lot already. pressured.
This is gonna sting.
Maybe not triple slash then. What? What happened to... Oh, we took care of him, I get. Correction. Oh, he's not happy with what we just did. Okay. What is going on now? Uh-oh.
Come on, that ain't fair.
Run!
Oh, okay. So we can evade,
gotta
guard.
go.
We can do command
Just go.
shortcuts. You guys are so much faster than me for some reason.
Look out! Run, damn it, run! Move your ass!
What do you think I'm doing? Tifa keeps saving me. Alright. We're focusing on Fireboy again. Oh, it's just another one. You know what? Let's see if we can land this. Yes! Gosh, that feels so good whenever we land that. Now, okay, Tifa, let's have you, let's have you cast haste on Cloud, actually. You haven't been using that much, and I got a feeling it's going to be really useful. Oh. Don't know what that, whoa, that's what that was. Ow, ow. Holy crap. Okay. Now, Tifa, why don't you Kira Cloud. Cloud, why don't we what do we want to do? Oh yeah, barrier ourselves.
Bring it.
Yeah. Alright, now that we got this guy kind of cornered here, I'm perfectly happy with where he's at, so I can do... Never mind. We took care of him. Back to the other guys. Ow. Ow. Hey, Barrett. Will you, not that. Will you Maximum Fury? Let's do Creseo. Oh, he's interceding. I don't like it.
Damn it!
We gotta get out of here now.
Then let's go. No, I can't. I was wondering if I could cure Tifa or Barrett right now. Don't want any more of your nonsense. Let's go. Here's another one. Yeah, you better have a temper after what I've been doing to you this whole time, huh? Tifa, go ahead and heal yourself there. Stay still, come on. Yes. Yes. Ow. Ow again. Done. Well, that staggers him. And interesting. Oh, are we hurting the big guy while hurting this thing? Yes, we are. Nice. Sever an arm.
That thunder I hear? Did we do it?
Hang on!
One down.
Eric!
Nice. Block. Ooh. Oh, that's an
The hell
important
did I
scene.
just see?
The future.
A glimpse of tomorrow if we fail here today.
Damn it!
All
How do we
right.
stop these things?
Well, the big one is way over there. However,
These guys are right here.
Make this happen. He's got a temper. Let's calm him down a bit, huh? Ow. Oh, hey now, you two. That's not very nice. Okay, my barrier's down. Let's get out of here. Woo! This guy's got a 1-2 punch for me here. One freezes me, and the other one blasts me. Yeah, oh man, okay. I see what we're doing here. Okay. Now let's barrier myself.
Come on.
And we were working on Ice Guy. Gritty or whatever. Ow. Okay. Let's go ahead and regen ourselves as well. Barret, we'll have you steel skin yourself. Now again. That's fine because now we can Kira ourselves. And then bring our limit. Oh, he's blocking right now. He doesn't want any of my nonsense, understandable. I wouldn't want any of my nonsense either. Here we go. Now let's cross that. Slash this guy. Nice. Get him. Barret. Maximum Fury. Wait, you're not quite at double ATB gauge yet. There, now you are. No, dang it, wrong button. Maximum Fury is thing anyway, I guess. Good grief, come on. I will take this thing down again. No problem. If I get him. Come closer. Damn. Ow. Alright. Woo! That's alright. Get up. Take him out one more time. Nope. Yes. Now let's try this again. Nice. Oh, this sleeve's almost done too. Barret, give him that Masculine Fury, yo. Yes. Get over there.
That's that. It's over. That's that.
Come on. Yes, oh, we got him. Nice. Alright, now what?
This can't be our future.
The future is always a blank page.
Them again? Least they could do is give us a little breather.
We're
Say we
fine.
split up. Take them down at the same time.
And that ultra big boy is all mine.
Yeah, oh no, you don't.
Bring it on, bitch.
Ha! Alright, girls, let's make this happen.
Bring it.
fire guy has always been my choice. My preferred choice, that is. Ow. That's fine. Just gonna go ahead and give you one of these things here. Enjoy, my friend. Oh, don't know what you're doing now. Oh. Okay, you look friggin' rad.
Let's do this.
Right. We can
Aerith,
do
you
this
see how cool this thing
together.
looks? Hey, Kirimi, Tifa, you see how cool this thing looks? Firaga? Actually, let's not do anything until I assess it. Ooh, you can summon. That's good. Ow. Whisper Bahamut. Oh, that's why you look so cool. You're Bahamut. And you hurt real bad.
I've got you covered.
There. Cloud, Cess, Whisper Bahamut. What is happening here? No. Ouch. I did successfully scan it though. What? Come on, son. Come on, son. That's some BS right there.
I'll end this.
I heard myself successfully scan it.
Gotta be careful.
There we go. Nice. Okay. Still would like to scan it. Okay, let's try this again.
Too bad.
On Bahamut. There we go. Bahamut is formed by the coalescence of 3 whispers. That's all you got from me, huh? Well, that was not worth it. Okay. Let's go ahead and summon... Who do you have? Dang it. I think we're going to want to summon Leviathan, actually. So we're going to have... Let's actually just
I'll show you what
go
I
ahead
can
and
do.
have Aerith charge. Hey, Cloud. Will you hit Aerith with the Kira, please?
Thought I had you covered.
Hey, Tifa. Will you raise
Good to
Aerith,
go.
please? And then, hey, Cloud. Oh, right, that's me. Will you hit Aerith with the Kira, please? Thank you. I'm about to... Jeez, you know what? Shiva it is. Alright, Shiva, start doing some work. Meanwhile... Ow, great googly moogly this thing. Need my ATB gauge. Come on, yes! There we go. Okay. I can't. Okay, so we're just gonna do a Phoenix down on Cloud.
Stay strong, okay?
And then...
It's on you.
My turn.
Oh, she's already taken care of it. Cool. Okay. Now let's hit it with the limit. Nice. Tifa, same thing, man. Get it. Got it. Nice. We have to fight these things individually now? Yes, we do. Oh, boy. Alright, I'm ready. Enjoy, jerk.
Enough. That's that. Leah, it's over. It's over.
Come on. There it is. Get it, get it, get it.
Now.
Get it.
Show you
Yes.
what Avalanche made of.
Atta kid Barrett. Oh my gosh, these scenes.
Did we beat him? Think so.
Oh, I didn't realize that she was still here. I'm sure she was doing great work and I haven't even noticing it. Nice. Alright, Tifa. Let's have you cheer up Cloud real quick. And then we're definitely going to focus on Lightning Boy here. Oh, and Violate. Take that. I can stagger your abilities too. You can't just do mine. So much for your Inviolate, huh? Inviolate this.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Get wrecked. Yeah, Barrett. Last one.
That's that.
Hey Tifa. Star shower this thing. Make this happen. Let's end this. Yes. Oh my gosh.
We did it! Right.
Okay, now we're down to the actual thing itself. I'm gonna give it the hardest hit I can give it right now. Does it have? We do have. Yeah. Okay. Which is a Thundara, I guess. And then Aerith, the hardest hit it can give is a, or she can give is a Blizzaga. Get in there, yes. This is so ridiculous. Give it the Infinity's End. Yes! Oh, that worked! Yes! That was so delicious. HP and MP fully restored. Interesting.
Where are we?
No, you won't tell us, or no, you don't know?
I'm waiting, Cloud.
Really? We just took down Destiny itself, and you're still arrogant around me, Sephiroth.
What the hell is this?
This is...
Ooh.
Sephiroth.
What the hap is crappening here? Geez, on the desolation of Midgar. He threw the Shinra building at us. Oh, the music. Back to us and Sephiroth.
Let's finish this.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reduced to 1. Oh my goodness. Let's assess him.
I got your note.
That timing on what he's about to do to me. Unable to read. Of course. Goodness.
Come, Cloud.
Alright. Absolutely. Barrier.
Come on.
Oh, that felt real good. Like right on time we made that happen. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, fine. Actually, let's go ahead and do the regen first. I gotta be blocking.
Have we forgotten already?
Whatever.
Okay. Maybe blocking isn't gonna do as much as I thought. I'll try and do blocking in Punisher mode.
Beg for forgiveness.
Ow. Ow. Oh, that did not do much at all. I'm very happy to see that. Whew, we almost got him staggered, though. That's good news. So you're gonna hold out. Yes.
You're done.
And now we're Infinity's ending this fool. Come on. Yes! Where'd you go, Sephiroth? No. Yeah, Tifa. Heck yes, that was awesome.
Need some help?
Don't know about me. Good to go?
You know it.
Right.
Pressured. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Wow, okay. Hey, let's Cura ourselves here.
Feeling good.
There we go. Rebuild.
Time to get serious.
Out. I was trying to say rebuild my gauge. Ow, okay, let's have Tifa cure us then.
Stay strong.
Do you dream of me?
There we go. Because what I really want to do is barrier myself.
Bring it.
There we go. Nice. Alright, now... block. Okay, so my blocking does nothing there. Hey Tifa, will you toss another Cura our way? In fact, let's go ahead and fill her up, Chief. Thank you. Alright, let's cross-slash Sephiroth here.
Do you dream of me?
Nice. I really gotta make sure I'm watching him. Oh, now what is happening? Oh, we're falling. Ow. Yes.
Going in.
And here we go with another Infinity's End. Nice. Feathers all over the place. Ow. Just toying with us. And there's his wing.
Barret!
Ain't you two having fun?
Let's go.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
Wind infusion. It's got like some essential oils. It's infusing us with some wind. Alright. Go ahead and use that on yourself, actually, Tifa. Gosh, the music. Okay. And now I'm going to use this on myself. Let's make sure he still has the same readings. He does, but now he's weak to lightning. That's good to know. Ow, ow, ow. And I'm out of my barrier. Clearly out of my barrier. So Barret. Hey, Barret. Hit this fool with the Thundaga, huh? Get him. And let's fill that ATB gauge pretty heavily here. Now let's back up. I said now let's back up. Put myself with the barrier.
Come on.
Have Tifa cure me up.
No more fighting.
I can get you back. Fine. You gonna slash me a bunch? Slash it back. Get him. Get him. Jeez. Alright, Barret. Make it happen again. Tifa. Oh, we can summon right now too. I think I'm okay for now. I may wait for my next, whatever the next step is. He's ice infusing, which makes him weak to fire. Oh, I went and chopped something else. What else did I chop? Nothing. That was weird. Ow, stop it. Ow. What I will do, actually, since you're ice infused, let's bring out our Flame Boy.
Do your thing.
Let's bring out our Hotman. Alright. Yes, stomp him. Heck yes. Woman. Oh, actually we won't. Because I need to barrier myself again.
Beg for forgiveness.
Hey, Barret. Why don't you... Actually, why don't you just old-fashioned Mega Potion Tifa here? Yeah. Oh, this is going to be bad. Yep. Well.
Enjoy it.
Alright, now I was going to Lightning Infusion. Come on, Tifa. Come on, Tifa. Hit him. Nice. It's a good solid hit there. I like that it gave me Cloud for a second. Raise Cloud. Ow. Ow. And Barret. Hit Cloud with a Mega Potion. And Cloud, we need to heal ourselves back up. Pressure, nice, nice, nice. Okay, now's the time to... Well, we can't. Okay, we can't. We can regen. Get ourselves regen. Ow, ow. Okay, Barrier, will you please hit Cloud with the Turbo Ether? Now Cloud. Oh, that's okay, good. Now let's Barrier ourselves again.
Come on.
Oh, the memories.
Now he's fire infused. But I hope we can stagger him pretty soon here. Ow. Tifa. Yeah, Star Shower him. Cloud. Limit Break him. Cross Slash this fool. Come on, hurry up and stagger. Make sure we're topped off for health here. Ow. Yeah, I think his health's gonna run out before his stagger gauge fills up. Now what? What is this? Oh. He's showing us this again. Hey, just stay right there for a second, okay? Hey, stay right there for a second. Nice. Tifa. Star shower this fool. Ow. Get back here. Hey, just stay right there for a second, huh? Just stay right there for a second. Hey. Thank you. Cloud's gonna die right here, isn't he? We're gonna try anyway. See if we can make sure that he doesn't. Nope. We can't. Okay. So Tifa, let's have you raise Cloud. Whoa, that hit Barrett pretty hard there. No, I am real happy that of all the people that was just happened to, it was Barrett who could absolutely take that beating. There we go. Yes, Sephiroth defeated. Aerith. Yes. Red.
We can do this. We can.
Yeah, we can.
Change it. Make it right. Cloud!
Quickly.
Got him, Cloud. Yes. He's got that smug, self-satisfied look on his face. The worst. So what happened? What do we do? No way we're having this fight now.
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist.
That's how the future works.
Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is
The edge of creation.
Crazy.
Cloud, lend me your strength.
Absolutely not.
Let us defy destiny together.
Cut his hand off, Cloud. You know what he did.
never.
One-on-one. They 1v1 me, yo. He's doing so many of his limit breaks from the original game.
Not yet. Seven seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Whoa. That's a good shot. Oh, man. There's Shinra. Because obviously none of that actually happened.
Mr. Vice President.
Those were glimpses of possibilities, of hallucinations, of futures, and things like that. Midgar is okay.
Mr. President. That's right.
It's not a presidency if it's inherited. Then it's a monarchy. Hojo's got to be heartbroken right now. Oh no, what? What a psycho. Oh, and there's Zack. Interesting. What?
Wait. Was that all of them? Hey, Cloud. Did you see that?
Whoa. So he was out, Zack was outside of Midgar as all this was happening, I guess? There we go. And Zack lives. Very interesting. Okay, now I think Destiny, this whole thing with Destiny, is a genuine straight up reference to the original game. Saying, can we change what's going to happen from here on out?
Thank you.
Interesting. Because like Barrett didn't die in the... these dudes are lifting I-beams? Holy crap. I want them on our side. Anyway, Barrett didn't die in the original, but he almost died here. And... they're rebuilding, that's awesome. And the Whispers saved Barrett. I am genuinely intrigued now. No way. No way. Biggs. Marlene?
Marlene?
You guys can't see my big stupid grin on my face, but I'm so happy right now. I know I originally said that I hope they all stay dead, but still.
Marlene! I'll come back.
So, what now?
Sephiroth. As long as he's still out there.
I thought you beat him.
Not yet.
Can.
That's right, we can.
We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
Heck yes.
I'm in too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
Interesting. Oh, this is a memory. Okay. This has got to be a memory.
Almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
That makes more sense now. This whole thing with Zack has been a memory.
I miss it. The steel sky.
I mean, y'all don't get rain. You don't get the actual sky. The unknown journey will continue. The unknown journey will continue. Interesting. Okay. Two things. Number one, I'm going to be trying to talk quite a bit right now, which is fine because I have a crap ton to say, but specifically because our videos get flagged whenever there's a song like the one playing in the background that is easily heard and when they're silent, so it's important that I keep talking over it. But second of all, holy crap, this game was good. I loved it. I enjoyed nearly all of it. I have nitpicks, so I'm going to start with nitpicks, and they're genuine, like such small nitpicks. Like, it seemed like really arbitrary when you had to hold triangle instead of tap triangle. That got genuinely annoying sometimes. Another thing, this is a little bit bigger of a nitpick, but some of the boss fights, honestly, in my opinion, were too long. And this was more than just one or two. I feel like there was probably half a dozen, maybe even a dozen boss fights in the, 30 or 40 in the game that it was challenging, and it was a good challenge, but it wasn't so much of a challenge in like, I'm getting hit really, really hard, I need to be on my toes with healing and everything. It was more of a, okay, this is just taking a long time. You're not doing much damage to me, I'm not doing much damage to you, and you just gotta wait it out. Like, it was just the whole boss fights on slow-mo. It was like the big motorcycle boss with the 6 tires. It was the armored boss that Aerith and Barrett had to fight with Red. Maybe it was just Aerith and Barrett, whatever it was. That armored boss in the Shinra headquarters. It was a few bosses here and there that were just a slog. And if they would have been 3/4 of the time, even half the time, they would have been phenomenal. I would have loved those boss fights too. But eventually it became more of a, am I doing this right? I don't feel like I'm doing this right. I'm not sure. Other nitpicks here and there, like a lot of the textures, and this is something that was actually talked about a lot in an article I read recently, but a lot of the textures just didn't load at all. And so some things just didn't look great in the background. And then the way I put it is, it looks like the characters, like all of the people in this game, were min-maxed. You know what min-max means? That means that when you're building like a D&D character, or even a video game like RPG where you can build their stats, it means minimizing the things you care about the least and maximizing the things you care about the most. Instead of balancing your character, it's minimizing and maximizing, not balanced at all. And I feel like the animation of the characters, animation might be the wrong term, but whatever it is, the characters in the game were min-maxed, where the main characters were stellar, mind-blowingly good, never before seen fidelity on the main characters. But the NPCs, the people you would just walk up to and chat with, they like were the essence of the uncanny valley. Their mouths moved too big, and their cheeks were clearly not part of their body. They stared off into the nothingness. When you spoke to them, it froze, like it had to load their dialogue, I'm guessing, and so you just stood there awkwardly for like 20 seconds, and it was tough sometimes. That being said, those are my nitpicks of the game. Why this game is phenomenal. Number one, the combat was glorious. It was it was additionally, like at the exact same time, fast-paced and on the nose, and you could button mash a little bit if you wanted to. And at the exact same time, it was slow and thought-provoking. You had to plan, you had to be ready. I've heard complaints from people that they felt unprepared going into battle because they don't warn you before battle, or the big complaint is you can't change materia during battle. And to me, this is that, well, you gotta prepare, son. Like, this game is equal parts fast-paced action and slow, thought-out battles. And when you lose, you go back and you try, you swap things out and you try again. And you saw me do that a few times. And man, that was good. Of course, the character animation for the main characters was again through the roof. So good. Voice acting on point. Great work, all the voice actors. Also, there's the story. And at first, I was uncertain about some of the things in the story, because sort of like the Hobbit trilogy, the original Hobbit trilogy, there was this, Aerith. There was, yeah, it's all the beginning of the game here. Sort of like the original, or the Hobbit trilogy, not the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit trilogy. They took one source, tried to stretch it out as far as they could, and I don't like the Hobbit movies. I don't think they're great at all. And so, I was afraid that this game was going to do that, but I don't think it did. I think it took the best parts of the previous game and then said, okay, let's bullet point why these parts were great. And then let's take those bullet points and make those, instead of 1 minute, 3 minutes long. Let's make them an hour long. And they did that, I think, fantastically. And it was so much fun. It was so great. It juxtaposed itself wonderfully with the levity and the hilarity of it at points, with Cloud dancing with Andrea and then dressing as a woman. It was so good. Then all the way on the flip side, it hit the dramatic moment so well. Barrett just being so concerned for Marlene. Seeing Aerith and Cloud kind of have their will, their won't they all the time. With Jesse and Biggs and Wedge all having character like as well. So much of these was so well done. Tifa's naive hope for everything. Cloud's terseness softening throughout the whole game. It was beautiful, guys. Beautiful. And yes, of course, toward the end of the game, the story took a spike in craziness. And that's because although this has Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 in it, if you guys don't know the whole like layout of acts and plays, I'm a play nerd. And so there is kind of like a Act 1 is an introduction to everything, and at the end of Act 1 is usually when the heroes have been properly introduced and they set off on their journey. Then Act 2 is when a lot of things happen, a lot of adventure and a lot of battle or whatever else, conflict happens, and then at the end of it, you feel like you lost all hope. Everything kind of falls apart, and there's a moment where it seems like everything is bad. And then Act 3 is the comeback and the return, and then finally the triumph. This game, of course, had all of those things. It had Act 1 and Act 2 and Act 3 all in and of itself. But this game is also just Act 1 of the whole overarching however many games this is going to be. So there had to be kind of this story spike at the end, because now the heroes are setting off on their journey. We got to know everybody. We learned about everybody. I'm just realizing that Jesse's probably actually dead. Tear for Jesse, sadness. But we got to know everybody. We learned about them. Everybody grew. Their characters evolved. And now we hit this point where it's not just about this battle with Shinra. Now we know we're trying to save the world from Sephiroth. And now we're setting off on a real journey. And all of that happened at the end there to begin us on Act 2, the next phase of whatever these games do. And so well done. That last chunk there, knowing what was going on helped. I can't imagine going into this having no idea, having no experience with the original game whatsoever. But because we know this is just part 1 of however many parts, we can forgive it. At least I hope people are willing to forgive it, having a lot of like, what the crap is going on here? Things are explained. They're explained subtly, but well. And especially if you know what's actually going on, so good. Oh, look at that Cloud and Aerith meeting for the second time there. And then us working Reno. Ah, they built the character of the Turks as individuals more. They had other interesting side characters like the Angel of the Slums. The only thing for me in the story that I'm still not 100% sure about is the Whispers, because we're still assuming on exactly what they are. Now, if they are, as I suspect, sort of the embodiments of the original game, saying, hey, this is what's supposed to happen in the original game. This is what the original game was. If it's us overcoming that, and it's the developer's way in story, canonically telling us, you were going to work your way away from the original story. You were going to deviate from destiny. If that's what was going on there, I love it. I love the in-canon reasoning as to why destiny is changing here. It's so much fun, and it's so cool. All that to say, guys, I loved this game. I really, really did. I had tons of fun at some points. Wait, is Aerith's dress different there? Her dress is different there. Interesting. I wonder why her dress is different in that shot. Anyway, I had so much fun with this game. It was so good. And although there were moments that I struggled, like the sewers to me were frustrating. I got lost in there so heavily. And another nitpick of it is the maps. The maps to me were not helpful. Like almost 0% helpful. They were oftentimes a detriment. Occasionally they helped, but other times I'm like, this is where I want to go, right? Only to find out, no, not even close. But anyway, the game was great. It was so much fun. Obviously, so much random stuff happened. Side things happened. I know that Fox and I... Okay, you're watching this well after Fox and I have a podcast on the game itself. But I have just finished this the day before Fox and I are going to be doing the podcast on Final Fantasy VII. And I know he has big complaints. And I think it's going to be a real interesting one. If you guys want to hear like a counterpoint to what I'm saying right now, I imagine Fox is going to have a lot of counterpoints to it. You can go check out that podcast that probably came out, I guess, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago from when you're watching this. But man, I really enjoyed this. And I am, not only am I stoked for the next game because this game was so good, I'm stoked for the next game because, I mean, as long as they keep it up and fix little things, like quality of life things, the next game is just gonna be better. Like straight up better. I did like little cameos like Cat Sith. I wonder why he was there. If I remember correctly, in the original, Cat Sith didn't show up until the Gold Saucer. Because, you know, Golden Saucer, cats. I do like what they're doing with the credits here, that they're kind of helping you go back through the entire story of the game. Hitting all the old beats of it. There's Kyrie. With the amount of work they put into Kyrie, I suspect she'll be coming back in later games. But I kind of hate her. And there it is, the desolation of the slums. It looks better in that shot than it did for me. Which makes me think that a texture just didn't load for that background. Yeah, there are definitely texture. If you guys, again, if you don't know what textures is, in video games, there'll be solid objects that are part of the game, like boxes and what you're walking on, whatever else. But when you're really far away from it, the game doesn't want to have to make your computer or the PlayStation or whatever work on having that fine detail of making it look exactly the same as it should when you're close to it. So they're kind of layers of what they call textures. And there's the base polygon, and then there's just a real simple layer over it of color and some lines. And then as you get closer, it'll load a texture on top of that that gives it that very realistic look. The farther you walk away, textures will disappear so that things can just sit in the background and they don't need to be, your computer or your PlayStation, your console doesn't have to work really hard for the fine fidelity of it. But when you get closer, it loads and it looks nice. But sometimes, and this is a problem in a lot of modern games, but Final Fantasy VII suffered pretty largely from it, is that sometimes when you're close to things, those textures just don't load. They just don't show up. And so things look flat and not great, even though they're super close. I really enjoyed my fight with Rufus Shinra. At first, I was like, dang. Okay, here's another thing about the battles. There are some that I fought them one time and felt entirely outmatched. There were a couple that I fought and lost, and I'm like, dang, they are better than me. But then I stopped, and I thought to myself, hang on, what were they doing? How can I think about this? What were they weak to? How can I be better? And then I could go back in and beat it. I don't know. In my memory, I don't think I had to fight any boss more than a second time. I think every single one I beat on the second try, or first or second try. because the first try, I played the game, I got used to the combat, and I felt like I was pretty good at it. The second try was I lost that first time, but the game is good enough that I was able to assess my situation and then learn and go in and win the second time. Really well done for that. These are long credits, and I have been talking for a long time now. This is an hour and 10-minute long episode. Holy crap. And we're still going here. But we're clearly toward the end of the game in the little scenes here, so it means we're clearly toward the end of the credits. Gosh, it was beautiful. Look at that shot. Man, everything is just so well done. So what comes next? We'll have to see. Are we at the end of the credits now, please? I'm the type of guy that when I play a game through, I like to let the credits play because all these people worked really hard and they deserve to have their names shown. I obviously cannot read every single one of them, but I'll read some of them. Man, that was good. Good job, Squeenix. Destiny's Crossroads. Chapter selection has now been unlocked. Open the main menu and access system chapter selection to replay any chapter from the beginning using your current characters, weapons, and materia. This is a great way to tackle uncompleted quests, find story elements you missed the first time through, and more thoroughly explore Midgar. Oh, so I can go back to old places now. Interesting. Hard difficulty is now unlocked. Can be selected to go to chapter selection, playing one of the chapters. Items cannot be used. Wow. HP is only restored at rest spots. Great googly moogly. Certain manuscripts are only available in this difficulty. Is it certain manuscripts? I don't know what that means. Record of your adventure can be viewed. System play log. Information of the battle records and story branches. Bonus XP and AP. New combat simulator. Skipping the bike mini game. All right. Well, guys, we are going to save it and call it an episode. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. I don't know. I'm probably releasing episodes of Code Vein as we speak. I don't know what's coming next as you're watching this. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.